Hey there, Kevin from Cutting Edge Craftsman here. Today we are working with the Artillery X1, or the Artillery Sidewinder X1 again. This time we are trying to make a little frog for Baby Yoda that I made for my friend the other day. This is the third attempt to do it, and I have run into some problems with it. There's one foot that's separated from the rest of the body, and as it tries to build up, I think it keeps getting caught, and it pulls that one foot off of there, so then it stops it from, and then it just jams up, and it doesn't work. But as of right now, what I did is I added a brim to the... Oh, that isn't going to work. I added a brim to it. Let's see if we can get in there. I added a brim to around the feet, and basically that just makes like a small layer so it sticks better to the surface here. I do have it going at a pretty good clip at I do believe 80 millimeters per second, and so it is creating it fast. It said this file is going to create in 15 minutes. It's usually plus 2 minutes with these builds with this. You're using Cura, and it seems to be working good, but the little time estimate, I guess they say, is an estimate only, so yeah, it is just an estimate. But as you can see, it's moving pretty quick. This little guy is like 2 inches wide, 2 and a quarter wide from foot to foot, and then like 7 or like an inch and a half deep from toe to the rear of the object. And we all know that Baby Yoda likes to eat the frogs, so this is a little frog to go along with the little Baby Yoda figurine that I made for my friend the other day. I let her know that I was building it, and she was super psyched about it. So, in any case, I have done a couple other builds today. Let me turn this light on again. I keep forgetting. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, there I am. Okay. So, the other things that I made today, I made a miniature version, like two days ago. This is an air plenum, or whatever you want to call it, for an exhaust fan. I'm going to call it a plenum. It has 2 6-inch ports on either side and an 8-inch port on this side. This is, again, the small mini version, proof of concept, that didn't work because I tried to print it all as one piece, and it didn't work out real well. So I decided to try, and I redesigned it in Fusion 360, and I have some pieces that I made a little bit in larger scale. As you can see here, there's the top. It has a little bit of a gap here so they can all interlock. That's the top. Then this is going to be this is at 30% scaled down. Get some fuzzies here. Anyway, so this is the back, which would be the 8-inch side. Obviously this isn't 8 inches, but it is scaled down. So we got the back, and then this is either the right or left side. This is, again, 30%, but that's gonna be the 6-inch port. And what this is for, and then I got the other. So I got basically, instead of designing 2 of them, the right and the left are going to be the same. So I just printed out 2 of the same ones. Now what this is going to be used for is I have in my wood shop, I have a paint booth, a paint room, whatever you want to call it, and then I also have I just bought a glow forge, and I don't have that near a window, and you have to vent that. So I have to put an extended amount of vent hose on there, and excuse me, put it into my exhaust fan that goes out the window. Now I have a filter. I made a box, and I have a filter in the exhaust, so that way it kind of filters things out. I mean, it's by no means perfect, but it's at least something, you know, a little bit better. Again, you know, so these will be on either side. But in any case, when I run the vent hose, I thought that it's going to be like a 25-foot run. They say that the Glowforge is only good to be run a couple feet, 2, 3, 4 feet, and out the window. So that's not the case here. I'm going 25 feet. The exhaust fan that I have is supposed to be like 1600 CFM. I wired it up and put it in the thing, put it in the window, and there is no way it's 1600 CFM, but I already built it into this enclosure and painted it and everything else, and so I can't really send it back. I bought it on Amazon, but whatever. So what I'm doing to improvise, or not improvise, but to assist the exhaust fan is I have an intermediate fan that I'm going to put in the middle of the vent run between the Glowforge and the exhaust, so it kind of helps bring that air circulation through, and we'll see how that works out. But I have to put that all together yet. I may make a video for that. We're going back to the little frog guy here. Whoa! I'm a little clumsy today. Just going to bang things around. Zoom in on him here. It does not look like it's focusing very well. There we go. That's as far as I can zoom. That's the only thing. I just got this camera. This is my second video that I'm taking with it, and I like the camera. It's cool. It's actually, I mean, I guess because it's a mirrorless camera, it can be more compact, and I almost think that it's too compact. I got big fat hands, and like it's almost too small, you know. So I'm not really crazy about it, but it also only has a manual focus. And I'm not crazy about that either. I'd rather have a button, but I guess the manual focus is actually better. I don't know a whole lot about cameras, but it is kind of, I haven't gotten my, you know, I got to go around the outside ring to do the focus. I'm just concerned that I'm going to get my fingers in the video like that when I'm trying to focus it, but that I did that on purpose, and that was really the only time that it's happened so far. So I'm not real concerned about it, I guess. So we're gonna let this frog finish up here. I'm trying to think. Oh, I did make one other thing here. It came out okay. This is the Mandalorian helmet. I guess I gotta try and zoom out here. There we go. Mandalorian helmet. Now when I printed this, I printed it upside down like this, so I didn't have to have a bunch of support material in there. And then I did put support material in where the eye slit is, so, but I had to file that back out of there. It was a little tricky. And then because it is a round spherical object on the top, it did have support on the top, and so the top didn't come out real great, but I haven't sanded it yet or anything, so I'm sure it'll come out a little bit better after I sand it. But that's a cool little thing that I just made. I also did one of the printer torture tests, and it came out pretty good. Do a little spin here. Yeah, look at that. It did get a little bit of stringing in the little tiny places here. And then at around 45 degrees, it started to get kind of gunky up under this arc, which I guess is to be expected, but overall it came out pretty good. That's just to test the abilities of your 3D printer. I also got one of these guys here. I call them a putty knife. I don't know what everybody else calls them, but I tried to order them through Amazon, but they're not prioritizing things that aren't essential, so it was going to take a while for it to come in. So I ended up just getting this one from a hardware store, and it flexes pretty good. Or I probably just screwed that up. Oh, and we are finished. So we have got a frog here. Now generally, I found that if we let the bed sit and cool, first, it's better. Oh, I'm upside down. No, now I'm right side up. Again, a little bit more about me. I like to make things. I have an Inventables CNC router. I just bought a Crossfire, I think it's Laguna or Laguma, not Laguna. I don't know the name of the brand. It's called Crossfire Plasma CNC. So that'll allow me to cut things out of metal. The plasma cutter that I got with it is it's 45 amps, so it's good for, I do believe, 1/2 inch. I had to get a air compressor. I ended up getting a Quincy. They're fairly decent air compressor. I don't know if they're the best, but they're pretty decent air compressor. I know that we have a garage too, and we've had compressors forever, ever since I was a kid. And the one compressor that my dad actually had, the pump went bad on it, and we replaced it with a Quincy pump. It's a 2-stage pump, and it definitely had better performance. He's now actually the tank on it actually was rusting out, so he replaced the tank. It was a 60-gallon, but we converted it over to an 80-gallon. Just had to make some different brackets and whatnot and weld it up, and no big deal. But in any case, whenever I got my Quincy for my wood shop, when I went to install it, the pressure switch broke off. It was all broken on the inside, so I haven't been able to set it up because I tried to get a hold of Quincy, and their customer service is terrible. I tried to get them to send me another one because I bought it at Rural King, and they said that they don't have nothing to do with it. They wanted me to bring the whole compressor back. My wood shop is in a basement, and it took everything that 2 of us had to get that thing down in that basement. So I wasn't about to just bring that compressor back up. So they said that they can't just give me another switch. So they gave me the number for Quincy. I called them, and it's been back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Me trying to get a hold of customer service. They answer through text messages, and I don't know. It seems very disorganized. I asked the guy, I said, look, I'll even buy the pressure switch. How much is it? How do I do it? And he never even got back to me. So I don't know. I don't know if Quincy's, their customer service isn't very good. But anyway, I just ended up ordering, I gave up on them getting me a pressure switch, and I just ordered a universal one on Amazon. So I hope that works. Okay, so let's check the finished product here. Let's get the camera adjusted here, and let's move. Whoops, wrong one. So there's that little guy right there. Little frog. So what did I do with that? Okay, let's see if we can get this off of here without breaking anything. No guarantees. Oh, there you go. He is a frog. He jumps. Oh, looks like his leg broke. Well, a little bit of super glue can fix that, I guess. There he is. So anyway, that's just a short little video. I do believe I broke his leg, yeah. Oh well, I guess. He'll be a one-legged or a three-legged frog. That'll add to the mystery. Okay, so anyway, this has been Kevin from a quick little video here from Cutting Edge Craftsman. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like. Alrighty, thanks. Bye now.